Welcome back to my channel, everyone, and happy new year. I've been gone from the channel for a while. If you are new here, I am Chantal. Go ahead and subscribe. So today is a story time about how I got in a car accident along with getting a citation for driving without a valid driver's license, right? Remember my last video? I was talking about how my documents were taking a long time to process, and that's the reason why I wasn't really uploading, and then I had to provide identification documents to YouTube, right? So that is also the reason for this thing, because I was on my way to work. Mind you, I already dropped off my daughter at school and I was at my way to work. So I see this flashing light. The bus, it was a bus that I got to find out, but I saw the flashing light from afar, so I thought it was police. I don't know why I got so frightened, because I knew I was driving without a valid license. So I was always paranoid, right? So that kind of startled me a little bit. So I was driving, right? Still driving. Like, I don't know what happened. Maybe I blocked out for a minute or a second or so. But when you go to those roundabouts, there is a yield sign. So you gotta stop. You gotta wait for the next car to come. I didn't stop. And the car was already coming around. I didn't see the car, mind you. It was a white car, whatever. I didn't see the car. So the car was coming around. All I heard was beep, beep, beep. But by that time, I already hit the car, right? I was so frightened. It's like when I hit the car, it's like I just woke up. I don't know where I've been for the few seconds before the crash. It's like I blocked out or something, I'm not sure. So I went around the roundabout and I parked and I stopped. The lady also came around and stopped as well. She was in the car. I got out. No one was hurt, right? Her car was a little bit damaged. I'll show a photo. My car was also a little bit damaged. I'll show a video or a photo as well. I talked to her. Somebody was at the scene, like a passerby on foot was at the scene. He came by, he asked if we were okay and stuff, and if he wanted us to call the police. I went to talk to the lady that I hit her car. She's like, she's okay, she's fine. She's just waiting on the police to come. So we were there for a few minutes. I was so nervous because I'm like, oh my god, I don't have a license. They're gonna take away my car. I won't be able to drive, But the police came, they exchanged our insurance information. He saw that my license was expired. He's like, he went back to his car, then he came back to me and he's like, your license is expired, so I would have to write you a ticket. And he gave me the citation, right? And I read the citation, went back to the lady who I hit her car. I apologized, but when the police was asking me what happened, I told them honestly what happened. I didn't see her. I hit her. Simple. The lady was like, oh, thank you for being honest and that I'm a nice person, and she kind of gave me a hug. Then she had to call somebody to bring her, like her husband came to bring her because she left her car there so somebody could tow the car because it wasn't starting up again, right? I also was calling a friend so they could, drive my car or something, because I thought the police might have confiscated my car. I don't know, but they allowed me to drive away. Still, I drove to the DMV to see if I could get my shit done, but I wasn't able to get through. Mind you, that Sunday, I think I crashed maybe like a Thursday or so, but that Sunday, that's when I got the letter notifying me from USCIS that my stuff got approved. They didn't send the card yet, and that's the letter I was going to use at the DMV to get my license together. But one thing with the DMV, right, you got to be there early, even though it opens like 8 a.m 7 a.m in the morning. 7 a.m. you gotta be there early to join that long line, especially as a walk-in, right? I go to work every day, right? So some days I took off some time to go, and then I don't get through because they're like, oh, we only are accepting this amount of people today. And so I went back there about 6 days in a row until I got through. The 6th day I got through. This is how busy and packed this DMV is. You get me? And it's so cold outside as well, and you gotta be standing out there. So on the 6th day, 6 days after the crash, I got my license, right? So today, January 17th, I went to the court, and long story short, the charges were dropped. So I just went in. The courthouse open at 8 a.m. You can go in. 7:45 is the earliest you can go in the building. Once I went in, I went through like a security checkpoint where my bag went through a scanner. I walked through the metal detector, went upstairs, saw some people. They checked my name off a list, went in a line to see some DAs. The DAs were around a table. They were in the hallway around a table. A lot of people were there lined up to see the DA. I went to one DA lady, gave her my license, gave her the citation I got from the police, and she said, when did you get the license? But she was looking at the driver's license, so I didn't really respond. So she said, oh, she saw the date. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, this is when I got the citation, right? And she's like, okay, give me a minute, let me dismiss this since you got your driver's license. A few minutes after that, it was dismissed, and I was so happy to walk out of there. So what I have learned from this experience is, if you do get a citation for driving without a license or with an expired license, as long as you get that done, I think within 60 days or 30 days, within that time frame before your court date, the charges should be dismissed. You can also extend the time, right? You can go there and tell them that you want. They asked me if I wanted to deal with the case today or I wanted to extend it for next time, and I'm like, I want to deal with it today. So you can do that too if your stuff is not yet fixed. Yeah. And for me, really, could I have done any different? No, because my stuff has expired since my USCIS documents were expired. Remember, they take so long to do these processes, and they don't know that we're people too. We drive, we go to work, we have a daily life. You get what I'm saying? So they take so long to do these things, and they don't give us any documentation to say, in the meantime, while we are processing your document, here is a letter so you can get a driver's license. No, you got to go without a driver's license. What should I do? I can't be taking Uber every day. No, I can't be taking Uber every day. I can't rent a car because I don't have a valid license. There's no bus around here. You get what I'm saying? I don't have nobody to be like, oh, take me to work every day. No, everybody gotta go to work. I have a daughter, I gotta bring her to school. I got to drop her off at school, then I drive to my work. What shall I do? All I gotta do is to drive without a valid license until these USCIS people approve my documents, right? Then I can go get a valid license. There needs to be a better way, a better system to assist us in the meantime that we are waiting, right? So that we can at least have a valid license, have a valid ID. My ID was expired. There's a lot of things I needed to get done. I needed to show YouTube proof that I'm a real person. I submitted my driver's license and ID that I had. It was revoked because it was expired. Yes, I had some other official business that I needed to take care of, that I needed official ID. I wasn't able to do any of those because I was waiting, right? The least I could have done was to drive my car to work. Uber is too expensive. Uber is too expensive, and that's like 4 fears. One, bring my daughter to school, bring me to school, bring myself from work to pick my daughter, then back from there to home. I would spend all my paycheck in Uber. So that was my experience, and what I've learned is, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, just gotta do what you gotta do, and hopefully keep yourself out of trouble in this country. That's my goal, keep myself out of trouble. That was just one case where I'm like, okay, I'm just happy it's over with right now. It was really weighing on my brain for a little bit, because it's been like months I'm waiting for the court case, and tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm happy it's finally over. Yes. And anything you'd want to learn about study abroad, remember I'm here. But because we're all people, we all go through stuff, and sometimes we might disappear for a while. We might take a little break, but I am back now. So drop your questions in the comments below. Let me know how I can assist you moving forward. Yeah. Thank you. And remember to subscribe for more.